And PTCI welcomes you to our game of the week. We are here in Beaver, Oklahoma. Beaver hosting the Syracuse, Kansas Bulldogs. Both teams heading out to the midfield. Captains from both teams heading out to midfield for the coin toss. For the Dusters, number 7, Gunnar Martin. He's a senior wide receiver and defensive back. And also number 74, Preston Yates, who is a senior offense and defensive lineman. Referees explaining to the players. They'll give them their options and also show them which side's heads and tails. Allow the visitors to make the call.
Tonight for the Dusters are Gunnar Martin and Preston Yates.
We've had some nice rain here in Beaver before the game. Looks like everything hopefully will clear out. We have seen some lightning off in the far distance, but hopefully all that's going to clear out before game time. Of course, we never, in the Oklahoma Panhandle, we never complain about the rain, but we would like the lightning to stay away. Teams make their decisions after the coin flip. And Syracuse will receive the kick. Beaver will kick.
They will be moving from north to south to begin the game.
Captains shake hands and they'll head to their respective teams as we're down to just about a minute till kickoff. And over near the Duster Dome, near the locker room of the Beaver Dusters, we see the smoke begin to rise. Cheerleaders and fans in place for the team to run through their banner. And we're all set for another great night of high school football in the Oklahoma Panhandle. And here come the Beaver Dusters. Off go the fireworks. They'll bring out the American flag and their Beaver Duster flag as well. Beaver is headed up by head coach Jared Klein. He's in his first year as the head coach of the Dusters. Replaced longtime coach Mike McVeigh. He was still hanging around at the school, doing a little athletic directing. All right, both teams take the field for the opening kickoff. As we mentioned earlier, at the coin toss, the Dusters will be kicking off. Handling the kicking duties will be number 62, Sheldon Winkler. He's a 5'11", 230-pound junior offense and defensive lineman. Just looking at the starting lineup for the Dusters. At defense, on the defensive line, number 70, Chris Purcell. He's a 6 foot, 151-pound senior. Number 64, a 5'9", 173-pound freshman, Nick Allman. He'll also be on the defensive line. Number 74, Preston Yates, who is one of our captains tonight. He's 5'9", 260-pound senior. He'll also be on the defensive line. Number 7, Gunnar Martin, the other captain. He's a 5'9", 165-pound senior defensive back. Number 8, Brenton Weston Haver. He's a 5'11", 150-pound junior defensive back. We'll get the rest of them. There's the kickoff. And no, it was not kicked. Apparently, possibly the referee had not signaled that they were ready. And no, that's going to be a offsides penalty. So now they'll kick off from the 35. He's learned from there that this is not like your backyard, no do-overs. You're going to get penalized for passing by the ball without kicking it. So he resets the ball on the tee. Winkler readies the team. There's the kick. High, short kick. Caught at the 30. Along the sideline, he's up to about the 45. And brought down at about the, looks like they're marking about the 47, 48. 48-yard line. There's a flag on the play.
Looks like a face mask, perhaps.
And it's a face mask against the Dusters, so that's going to move Syracuse into Duster territory for their first offensive play. Referees confirm that the Bulldogs will accept the penalty, obviously. And that is a personal foul variety, so it's going to be 1st and 10 from about the 37, between the 37 and 38-yard line for the Bulldogs. And we're at the line of scrimmage. Pistol formation, man in motion. There's a snap, fakes the handoff, rolls out to his right. Let's go late. It's caught. Breaks through a tackle, finally knocked out of bounds right at the 20-yard line.
From Garrett Wilson.
And Syracuse already in the red zone after the first offensive play of the game. Our other offensive starters, number 52, Skylar Perry. He's a 5'10", 235-pound junior on the defensive line. Number 34, Ryder Linville, a 6', 150-pound defensive end. Syracuse back at the line, same pistol formation, man in motion again, fakes the handoff. No, he does hand it off right up the middle. Up to the 15, Pyle continues to push forward almost to the 10-yard line. Several Dusters there to make the tackle. Thomas Conkle, also Dustin Huntley also in on the tackle. Dustin Huntley wearing number 75, a 6'1", 160-pound junior. At linebacker, Thomas Conkle also at linebacker, 5'10", 160-pound senior. Syracuse back at the line, 2nd and short. Handoff bobbled, and he's going to be brought down in the backfield. Number 52, Skylar Perry, with the initial hit and brought down. So it'll be 3rd and about 5 yards to go.
Bring up a 3rd and about 4.
Also starting for the Dusters, number 11, Colby McDonald. He's a 5'11", 165-pound junior defensive back. Bulldogs back at the line. This time, quarterback will go under center. Full backfield. He'll turn, hand off to the tailback. He's through the hole to the left, still on his feet. Stiff arms, and he's into the end zone for the touchdown. So Syracuse strikes first.
That's Mike Owens.
Aided by a couple of early penalties against the Dusters. They gave them 20 yards and allowed them to start in Dusters territory. They will line up for the extra point. Player coming onto the field late. There's the snap, kick up, and it is good.
It is good.
So with 10:06 left in the first quarter, It's Syracuse 7,
Dusters yet to have possession.
Beaver nothing. Well, the Dusters will have to shake off this shaky start. Little rust out there with a couple of penalties early on. We'll see what their offense can do as they come out. Coach Klein giving instruction to his team. I'm sure not real pleased with his defense's first trip out there or special teams. And they'll hope to get all that straightened out with the offense. Syracuse's kicker takes the ball from the referee. He'll set it up on the tee. Dusters already in place to receive. Back deep for the Dusters. I believe that's number 34, Ryder Linville. And number 7, Gunnar Martin. And here's the approach and the kick. And it's going to roll out of bounds. And so there'll be a flag on the play. Dusters can either take it at the 35 or force Syracuse to re-kick. And it looks like they'll go ahead and send their offense out. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 35 for the Dusters.
The Dusters have the option of taking possession at their own 35-yard line. Looks like that's what they will do. And so the Dusters will begin their first possession from their own 35-yard line.
So for the Dusters, first at quarterback, number 25, a 5'11", 150-pound sophomore, Hunter Wilkerson. At wide receiver, number 7, Gunnar Martin. Number 11, also at wide receiver, Colby McDonald. And Dusters now at the line, split to each side, 2 backs in the backfield with a wing. Ball loose on the ground, and Syracuse falls on it. So the Dusters' early struggles continue all 3 phases of the game.
They'll be back in possession again, deep in Dusted territory.
And it's going to be 1st and 10 for Syracuse right there at the 34-yard line. They have yet to run a play on their own side of the field. Just 4 seconds off the clock since that ball was kicked out of bounds on the kickoff. Well, scored with 10:06 left, take back over with 10:02. Pistol formation, wings on each side, man in motion. Quarterback looks to throw over to the right, too high. Incomplete. Had a wide out over here, tried to hit him on the quick slant. So it'll be 2nd and 10.
Able to connect with his receiver, that's Christopher Loser. Ball falls incomplete, bring up a 2nd and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Okay. And Syracuse back at the line. They'll line up in a tight formation. Wing backs, pistol formation, man in motion again. Hand off to the man in motion to the left. And he's got about 5 yards on the play as he brought down at about the 28-yard line.
Ball will be placed at about the
So it'll be 3rd down at about 4 yards to go. Dusters desperately in need of a stop here. Already trailing 7-0. Back at the line, quarterback under center now, that full house backfield. They'll turn, hand off to the tailback. And he's going to be pushed back. Maybe gained a yard on the play, so it's going to be 4th down. Of course, this position on the field, they're most likely going to go for it. Too short of a field to punt. And not too many high school kickers that can reach from here. Not a whole lot of college kickers that could hit from here. So 4th down and 2. Clock just under 9 minutes still left in this first quarter. Again, this is the PTCI Channel 2 Regional Game of the Week. Tight power eye formation again. Turn, hands off to the power back to the right, He breaks through inside the 15, and he's going to be brought down at about the 13, and we've got a late flag on the play. That's typically going to be on the defense, possibly a face mask penalty. We'll see. And it is a face mask penalty. Looks like it's the 5-yard variety this time. No personal foul signal on that. So they will be inside the 10-yard line at the 6. So it's going to be 1st and goal for the Bulldogs.
I believe that was Ty Vernon on the carry that time for Syracuse.
Don't do that. Syracuse will come out in that pistol formation, but they'll have trips to the right, one receiver to the left. There's a snap, quick throw out, bubble screen, and through his hands. That looked like that could have been a backwards pass, pretty close, but they blow it dead right away. Conkle grabbed the ball, but it had already been blown dead. That could have been quite a break for the Dusters. Instead, it's going to be 2nd and goal for the Bulldogs. Syracuse back in that tight formation. Wings to each side. We actually have 2 splits to the right. Fakes the handoff. Wingback comes through from the left to right. And a little bit of trickeration there. He does fall forward past the 5-yard line.
Along with several other Dusters. But that brings the ball inside the 5.
So it'll be 3rd and goal from there. Another critical down for the Dusters, trying to get a stop, and we've got timeout on the field by Syracuse. So with 7:34 to play, it's Syracuse 7, Beaver 0.
Say hello with PTCI Cellular. PTCI has the latest smartphones on the market with the best data plans around. This summer we are doubling both, allowing you to double your fun. On select smartphones, buy one phone and get one free. Plus choose a 2, 5, 10, or 15 gig data plan and PTCI will double that data for the same low price. Now through August 31st. Due to overwhelming public response, PTCI has decided to extend our hot summer double your data and double your phone deal. Call 338-2556 or click ptci.net for details.
So both teams come out, back out onto the field. Again, we are here in Beaver, Oklahoma for the PTCI Regional Game of the Week. Syracuse with the ball, 3rd and goal from about the 4-yard line. Dusters already trailing 7-0. Pistol formation, trips to the right, one receiver to the left. Quarterback rolls out to the right. And let's go as he stepped forward. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
On the touchdown for the Bulldogs on the
Broke.
pass from Wilson.
Quarterback rolled towards the line of scrimmage, was able to draw the defense towards him so close to the goal line they had to protect against him running in. Stepped off of the wide receiver who was left wide open in the corner then. And Beaver has already dug themselves a bit of a hole early in this one. They'll reset the play clock. Syracuse already ready to kick the extra point. There's a snap, kick, and it is good. So with 7:28 still left to play in the first quarter, it's 14-0 Syracuse. Syracuse has come into this game. Looks like they're ready to play. They, of course, the town of Syracuse up there, in the mountain time zone, as they're right on the Colorado border. Dusters and Bulldogs have been taking each other on for a few years now. I think maybe the 3rd year of this series. 5th year of this series, so it has been a little bit longer than that. Thank you, former coach Mike McVeigh for that little help there. And we're back. PTCI Channel 2 Regional Game of the Week. Syracuse ready for their third kickoff of the evening, or I guess, yeah, third kickoff of the evening. Or second, actually. Beaver kicked off to start the game. Dusters ready to receive. Ball falls off the tee, so the kicker will step up and reset the ball. Back deep again, number 34, Ryder Linville, and also number 7, Gunnar Martin. Here's the approach. Toe meets leather, short kick. It's going to bound at about the 15. Picked up to the 20, and brought down at about the 27-yard line. Ball loose, but covered by the Dusters. That was actually number 5, Caden Noyes, a freshman, on the return. Thought that was Gunnar Martin back there. Sorry about that.
Kick was brought back to the 26-yard line.
This will be 1st and 10 for the Dusters at the 26-yard line. They'll break the huddle, split one wide to each side, pro set backfield, turn, hand off to Linville, and gets about a yard before he's brought down by several Bulldog defenders.
Garrett Wilson and Hayden Bazoma on the stop for Syracuse.
Yes.
Gain of about a yard, yard and a half. We'll call it 2nd and 8.
Brenton Westenhaver goes off the field into the game for the Dusters. Number 20, Sergio Gandaria. Shotgun, 2 splits to each side, back to his right. Ball on the ground again. Falls on it to avoid their second lost fumble of the game. But that's going to be a loss back to the 24-yard line, so it's going to be 3rd and 12. 6 minutes still left in this first quarter. Dusters really struggling tonight. They'll come to the line, quarterback under center, same formation, 2 split on each side. Pro set backfield, drops back to pass. Wilkerson lets go of the pass. He's got a man off his fingertips. Westenhaver got behind the defense. Wilkerson able to get the ball to him, but he dropped it.
Not quite able to bring it in.
That would have been, at the very least, a first down, possibly a touchdown. So instead, it'll be 4th and long for the Dusters, and they'll line up to kick. Number 52, Skylar Perry, back deep for the punt. There's the snap, a little high. He's able to grab it, though, get the kickoff. High, short kick, and it's going to hit it right about the Dusters' 40-yard line, and that's where it'll be dead. So Syracuse, once again, playing on a slanted field as they have yet to run a play on their side of the field with 5:36 still left in the first quarter. It's Syracuse 14, Beaver 0. Syracuse comes to the line, trips formation to the left, 1 wide out to the right, pistol formation, fakes the handoff, bubble screen out there, caught, almost intercepted by Gunnar Martin, who was right there. And they'll get about 4 yards out of that play, as they'll be brought down just short of the 35-yard line. So it'll be 2nd down, about 6 yards to go. Syracuse back at the line, still in the pistol formation. They'll line up tight, though. Man in motion. Busted play. Quarterback's just going to have to roll out to his right and take off. And he goes out of bounds at about the 29-yard line, so he picked up a first down on that busted play.
That'll be sufficient for another Syracuse first down.
Once again, first down. They'll come out in the pistol formation again. Wing back on each side. Man in motion. Hand off to the fullback. And he's going to be brought down at about the 26-yard line. I'll make that about the 27, so it'll be second down, about 8 yards to go.
I believe by Sheldon Winkler. A couple other dusters, whose numbers I did not see, but gain of about 2 yards on that play. Bring up second and 8.
They'll come to the line in a power I formation. Hand off up the middle, and Thomas Conkle sniffed that one out. And only a short game, so it's going to be third down, about 7 yards to go as the ball is placed just short of the 25-yard line.
Thomas Conkle and brought down, and gain of maybe a yard on the play. Bring up a third and about 7 for the Bulldogs.
Pistol formation, man in motion. They'll hand it off to the man in motion. Hit in the backfield, falls forward though, and he's going to make a couple of yards up to about the 23.
Britton Westenhaver and I believe Dustin Huntley and maybe some others in there on the
So it'll be fourth down and about 4 yards to go.
A couple of yards on that play.
Just a huge play here for the Dusters. Desperately in need of a stop. Desperately in need of a little momentum builder. Tight eye formation. They'll turn, hand to the eye back. Breaks to the outside. He's past the 15, up to the 15, to 10, 5. Flag on the field. Haven't seen a referee lift his arms for touchdown yet. And it does look like it's on Syracuse as they're seeking out the captain, Preston Yates, for the Dusters. And it's holding. Block in the back on Syracuse. So the ball's brought back at about the 11-yard line. It'll still be a first down.
At the Dusty 11.
His quarterback will roll out to his right. He's got a man open, and it's another Syracuse touchdown.
Open in the end zone, and that'll be another Bulldog touchdown.
Just fake the handoff, rolled out to his right. Wide receiver was wide open. And the Dusters are in trouble early on. They'll line up for the extra point. There's the snap and the kick, and it is good. So with 2:34 left in the first quarter, it's Syracuse 21, Beaver 0. Coach Jared Klein, once again in his first season. Dusters come in 1-1. They had a Tough loss in week 1, but bounced back last week to pick up his first win of his coaching career. Really finds his team struggling mightily tonight in all phases of the game. Of course, missed an opportunity on that last offensive possession. But sometimes that's going to happen with high school kids. Okay. And Syracuse once again ready for the kickoff. Lined up. Dusters ready to receive. And here's the approach and the kick. End over end kick. Caught at about the 7-yard line by Linville. Fakes a hand. No, he does hand it off on the reverse to Martin. He's up past the 30 and stepped out of bounds. We do have a flag on the field as well, as they mark him down at about the 35-yard line. We'll have to see what the flag is. It doesn't hurt too much. And the flag is going to be on the Dusters, blocking the back, so that's going to move them back from that good field position all the way back to the 26-yard line. And that's where they'll take over 1st and 10 with 2:27 left to play in this first quarter, already trailing 21-0. Dusters will come out shotgun formation, 2 splits to each side, a back to his left. Conkle keeps the ball, cuts back across the field into the middle, and he'll pick up about 4 yards on the play, between 3 and 4, as he's brought down just short of the 30-yard line at the 29. So 2nd down and long 6.
At the Duster 29-yard line.
Some confusion on the sideline as the play clock is running down, so the Dusters are forced to call a timeout. So we're in a timeout for the PTCI Regional Game of the Week with 1:47 still left in the first quarter. It's Syracuse, Kansas 21, Beaver 0. And we're back with the PTCI Game of the Week, Regional Game of the Week. Another Mr. Deeds reference. Ole. Dusters back at the line out of the timeout. Once again, 2 splits to each side. Shotgun formation back to his left. There's a snap. Fakes the handoff to Conkle. It's quarterback keeper. He's going to be brought down for a loss on the play. Wilkerson was grabbed by about 4 different Bulldogs right away.
Loss of a yard on the play, back to the 28-yard line. Bring up a 3rd and 7.
So it's going to be 3rd down and about 7 yards to go. Dusters back at the line, tighter formation. There's a snap. Wilkerson drops back to pass, hits Conkle out in the flat. He's up past the 40, the 45, the 50, and into Bulldog territory. Brought down at about the 44-yard line. So it's going to be a 1st down for the Beaver Dusters.
Off the pass from Wilkerson to Conkle.
Beaver will now run their first play of the game, first down of the game, and also will run their first offensive play in Bulldog territory. So that's a positive note for the Dusters. Let's see if they can carry that on. Dusters back at the line, shotgun formation, 2 splits to each side again. And we're going to have an offsides penalty.
Jump first. Looks like it was defense.
And no, it's actually, they'll call offsides on the defense. They drew the offense off, so it's going to be 1st and 5 for the Dusters.
At the Syracuse
38-yard line. Just a little over 30 seconds left in this first quarter. Dusters hoping they can get on the board on this drive and claw their way back into this game. Under center, handoff. There's a double reverse. Martin with the ball up the right side. He's inside the 20, inside the 10, 5, and they'll call him out of bounds just short of the goal line. There was a flag on the play, too, near the goal line. That's most likely going to be on Syracuse.
No flag.
And they're waving off the flag, so or using that, I guess, to mark where he was down. So 1st and goal for the Dusters. They've had a couple of plays there in a row, big plays, to say we're not dead yet. We're still in this.
2-yard line, maybe 1-yard line. Very close to the end zone.
6.4 seconds still left to play in this first quarter.
Looks like they're about the 1-yard line based on the marker.
They'll line up, quarterback under center, split to each side, turn, handoff to Linville, and he's in for the score. Touchdown, Beaver Dusters.
Linville getting some blocks.
It's Ryder Linville with the score. You can hear the fireworks off in the distance. The tradition here in Beaver. Dusters line up for the extra point. Number 8, Brenton Westenhaver will handle the kicking duties for the Dusters. There's the snap, ball down, it's blocked.
Extra point is blocked.
And so the score will be Syracuse 21, Beaver 6. We'll be right back with more of the PTCI Channel 2 Regional Game of the Week. And we're back. Beaver Dusters set to kick off after their first score of the game as they able to squeeze it in before the end of the first quarter. 1.3 seconds still to play in this quarter. Skylar Perry will handle the kickoff for the Dusters, trailing 21-6, but feeling a whole lot better than they did maybe 5 minutes ago.
Winkler has it teed up, ready to kick.
Excuse me, on the kicking off is number 62, Sheldon Winkler. There's a short, high kick. And it's out of bounds.
That was actually Dustin Huntley.
And they'll probably take that where that went out of bounds because it's at about the 37-yard line, and it looks like they will. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Syracuse right there as they'll run one more play in this first quarter.
They'll place the ball down where it went out of bounds, which is at the 37-yard line. So the Bulldogs will begin this possession at their own 37-yard line.
I heard him apologize to everybody on there about it. Syracuse back at the line, tight formation. Power I. They'll turn, hand off to the fullback. He's through to the left up to the 45 and going to be brought down at about the 49-yard line. So that's going to be a first down for Syracuse. And that's the end of the first quarter with Syracuse 21, Beaver 6 here on the PTCI Channel 2 Regional Game of the Week. And we're back for the start of the second quarter. Syracuse with the ball, 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line, leading 21-6, but there has been a little bit of a momentum switch as Beaver able to score on a nice drive just to end the first quarter There's a snap, handoff right up the middle. He's going to be brought down at right about the line of scrimmage. Nice play right there by Skylar Perry. Got a hold of his foot and wouldn't let go. So it's going to be 2nd down and 10 yards to go. Beaver looked dead in the water early with miscues on their special teams, defense, and on offense. But hopefully they've corrected that, and hopefully not too late. They continue to score as quickly as they did on that last drive. They're still in it. Fullback right up the middle, and he's into Duster territory, brought down at about the 39-yard line. It's going to be a 1st down for the Bulldogs.
Duster territory across the 40-yard line to the Duster 39, 1st down, Syracuse.
Dusters have had a mix of plays on the defensive side, had tackles for loss, tackles right at the line of scrimmage, and then also just really giving up some big plays. Pistol formation, trips to the right. They'll throw that bubble screen out there. It's caught up past the 35, up brought down about the 30-yard line. Looks like it'll be good enough for a 1st down as he's brought down at about the 29-yard line. Really closer to the 28, so 1st and 10 right there. Just under 11 minutes still left to play in the 1st half. Syracuse 21, Beaver 6.
Is that right?
Pistol formation again. Man in motion. They'll turn, pitch to the back. Hit in the backfield and brought down Thomas Conkle with just a nice read from his linebacker position. Shot through the gap, made the tackle. That's going to be a loss of 2 yards, so it's going to be 2nd down, about 12 yards to go. And so Syracuse back at the line, 2 splits to the left, 1 to the right, man in motion. Pistol formation, he'll roll out to his left, lets it go, well covered. And Colby McDonald there on the defense. He was actually closer to the pass than the offensive player, so good coverage there. And so that's going to make it 3rd and 12 yards to go. Esters really need a stop here so they can continue their momentum. Syracuse comes to the line, pistol formation. They'll split two receivers to each side. Man in motion. They'll fake the handoff, roll out to his left again. He's got the cut back. Linville's got a hand on him, throws it forward, ball on the ground. They'll call that an incomplete pass. He was desperately trying to get rid of the ball. Ryder Linville back there. Did you see that throw by that referee? You're going to have to cut that out. Brett Favre's sister. So 4th and 12. Dusters could have had them with a huge loss if he could have brought him down there before he was able to let go of that pass. He did have a receiver in the area, so that really was the proper call. So once again, as we said, 4th and 12. Syracuse will line up to go for it. They'll pistol formation. Flag on the field. Delay. Calling delay a game, but there's still 2 seconds still showing on the play clock. Not sure what that is, but they're marking off 5 yards.
And The penalty is against Syracuse. The ball comes back.
So the ball will be marked off to the 35-yard line. So it'll be 4th down and 17 yards to go. Same pistol formation. Man in motion. Fakes the handoff, rolls to his right, has to let go of it quickly. It's caught over the middle, but he's going to be well short of the first down. Could have been a call called on Syracuse there with that little bit of a late hit as a lineman came in there, left his feet. But nevertheless, ball turned over on downs. Back to the Dusters at the 26-yard line. 9:25 still left to play in the first half. Syracuse 21, Beaver 6. I'm not sure. I know he gave the signal for delay of game. Dusters at the line, quarterback under center, split to each side. 2 wing backs and a back behind the quarterback. He'll turn, quick handoff, and he's going to be brought down immediately for a short loss.
That's Mike Owens on the tackle.
As that defense busted right through the middle, several players right there as soon as the ball was handed off. So it's going to be 2nd down, a long 11.
Also the yard on the play, bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 25-yard line. Back at the line of scrimmage. Martin with the ball. He's up to the 30, 35, still in bounds, and knocked out near the 40. They'll mark him out at the 43-yard line, so that's going to be good enough for another Duster first down.
He scampers up across the 40 to the 42-yard line. Penalty flag, though. I'm sorry, I didn't see the penalty flag at the line.
But we do have a flag on the play. Looks like it's on Beaver, so that's going to be brought back. I'm not sure they were all set. Receiver was still coming out. Offsetting penalties, it looks like. Personal foul penalties on both teams, so they'll replay the down, which negates a big play for the Dusters, but also at least they're not in a bigger hole than 2nd and 12. Gunnar Martin has gotten loose on the edge a couple of times. This is their last big play that set them up for their first touchdown. Down at the 1 was a double reverse that Martin took down the opposite sideline. Okay, Dusters back at the line, 8:25 to play. 2nd and 12. Back to throw, he'll let it go. There's Conklin just over the outstretched fingers of Thomas Conkle. He catches that, he's gone. That's 6 more points on the board for the Dusters if he can get to that. Nice pass by Wilkerson, just a slight bit too long. So it's going to be third and a long 11. Britton Westenhaver gets the play from Coach Jared Klein. Quarterback Hunter Wilkerson huddles his team up, gives the play. Play clock almost down, and Beaver calls a timeout just before it runs out. So with a timeout on the field, Beaver trailing Syracuse 21-6 with 8:18 left in this second quarter. Coach Klein has seen his team over the last 5 minutes play much better ball than they did over the first 7 or 8 minutes of this game, where they really just struggled in every phase of the game. Missed out on a big play with a personal foul penalty on that just a couple of plays ago. Hopefully they can get things back on track here. We are again here in Beaver, Oklahoma for the PTCI Channel 2 Regional Game of the Week. And we're back out of the timeout. Dusters break the huddle. 3rd and a long 11. They'll line up with four wide to the left of the formation, 1 wide to the right. Fakes the pass to the left, back to the right, lets it go, and it's too long. Tried to get the ball to Colby McDonald, but it was just a bit too long. So it's going to be 4th down for the Dusters, and they're going to have to punt.
Unable to complete the pass, bring us up a 4th and 11.
Here's the snap and the punt. High, short kick. Ball rolls past the midfield stripe and falls dead right at the Syracuse 40-yard line. So Syracuse will take back over there at the 40-yard line with 8:01 still to play in this first half, leading the Dusters 21-6. Snap. Hand off to the power back. He's through the left side. And he's going to have a nice 9-yard gain up to the Syracuse 49-yard line. So it'll be 2nd and 1 from there.
Josh Griffin on the carry for Syracuse. Runner Martin, Colby McDonald, and Preston Yates on the stop for the Dusters.
Syracuse really relying on a little bit of deception on a play like that. A couple fake handoffs. Back in that same tight power I formation. Quarterback turns, hands off to the tailback this time. He's up past the midfield stripe, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs back in Beaver Duster territory.
Dusters, but that will be good for Syracuse first down at the Duster, just inside the Duster 49-yard line. And we have timeout.
And we've got a timeout on the field. Syracuse calls it. With 7:18 left to play in the first half, it's Syracuse 21, Beaver 6. Duster defense breaks the huddle. They'll line up once again, 1st and 10 at the Duster 48-yard line. Syracuse with the ball. They'll come out in that tight power I formation. It's kind of interesting. They've got their ends in tight, but their ends stay in an up position. There's handoff to the tailback.
Breaks free and picks up a nice gain of about 7-8 yards.
And looks like he's going to get about a 6-yard gain on that play. Sorry about that. A little coughing spell.
Gabe Scott on the stop for the Dusters, gain of about
42-yard line is looks like where they'll spot it. So as you mentioned, 2nd about 4 yards to go. Tailback wasn't really running too hard through that hole. He's kind of dodging defenders and having to weave his way through for that 6-yard gain. Same formation. Quarterback pitches out to the right, and he's hit quickly by Linville, breaks through the tackle, but he's going to be brought down for a big loss.
Thomas Conkle, and I believe
Thomas Conkle
back there on the stop.
with the tackle. But Linville did a great job, just busted that play up right away. Huge loss back onto the Syracuse side of the field at the 49-yard line. So 3rd down and 13 yards to go for the Bulldogs. The Dusters can't waste that great play. They've got to get a stop here. So tight I formation again. Quarterback rolls out. He's going to get hit. Let's go with the ball, and oh, it's going to be a pass interference penalty. Colby McDonald reached out, grabbed a hold of the receiver before the ball got there. And I think he would have been okay if he didn't do it. I don't think the receiver was going to get to the ball. It looked like he panicked just a little bit. And that's going to give the Bulldogs another 1st down.
That is pass interference on the Dusters, and that will.
He had a yellow stripe on each side, but he had one in the middle. So 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line of the Dusters for the Bulldogs. Just under 6 minutes left to play in this first handoff. Handoff to the tailback, and it's going to be, he's down to the 25-yard line, so that's going to be another Bulldog first down. Just a tough break for the Dusters. Had them 3rd and 12. And now the Bulldogs back in scoring position, already leading 21-6. Syracuse definitely been a formidable foe here tonight, but a lot of self-inflicted wounds for the Dusters as well. There's a snap. He'll drop back to pass. It's a screen over the middle. Almost looked like it was closer to being intercepted by a couple of Dusters that were down there on the ground. Thomas Conkle getting up right there. Well read by the defense. Probably saw that in some film study. So it's going to be 2nd down and 10. And we see the umbrellas coming out, so the rain has returned here. Tight power I formation again.
Handoff goes.
And he's going to be brought down for a loss. Gunnar Martin in on that tackle. Also Hunter Wilkerson.
Gunnar Martin and
I'm sorry, that was not Hunter Wilkerson. That was number 75, Dustin Huntley, in on that stop as well. So another, as we said, give up some bad plays, but also have some great plays. They've got to string 3 or 4 great plays together so they can get a stop here. So it's going to be 3rd down, about 14 yards to go, back at about the 30-yard line. Pistol formation, trips to the left, one split to the right. He'll drop back to pass. He's looking to the right. Pass along the sideline, well covered, but looks like he brings it down in the traffic between 2 Duster defenders. Just short of the goal line, right at about the 1-yard line. 1 or 2 yard line, so it's going to be 1st and goal there for the Bulldogs. Just a great catch, caught the ball at the pinnacle, right between both defenders. Other than that safety going for the big hit instead of the ball there probably wasn't a whole lot that could have been done. They're back at the line. Pistol formation, man in motion. Hands off to the running back. And he's in for the touchdown.
Syracuse.
The score now 27-6. Bulldogs in command. Syracuse still in the huddle for the extra point. Had a player come on late. And looks like they're going to go for 2 here. They'll line up in that pistol formation. Fakes the handoff to the tailback. Busted into each other. He's still loose. And Linville's got a hold of him. And he's finally brought down. A little bit of a kick there at the end. Several Dusters brought him down. So the 2-point conversion is no good. So the score will stay Syracuse 27, Beaver 6. With 4:11 to play in this first half of our PTCI Channel 2 Regional Game of the Week. And Syracuse sets the ball for the kickoff. Dark, ominous skies already. Just 8:05, but dark clouds overhead as we had a little more rain little bit of sprinkling out there. Everyone's set for the kickoff. Here's the approach, and toe meets leather. End over end kick, caught at the 20-yard line. Hand off. Conkle with the ball. He's up past the 30, up past the 35, and he's going to be brought down right there at about the 37-yard line. With 4:03 to play in this first half. Beaver needing a score here before the half. Try to climb back into this, trailing 27-6. Syracuse did them a favor going for 2 on that last one and failing.
He wound it.
It did? He waved again.
Oh.
Dusters break the huddle. They'll come to the line of scrimmage. Quarterback under center, 2 backs in the backfield. Turn, hands off to Conkle. Conkle cuts it up the field, and he'll gain about 3 on the play, up to about the 39. It looks like really a 2-yard gain, so it'll be second down, about 8 yards to go.
We'll call it 2nd and 8 for the Dusters. Looks like more than that.
Number 00, Gabe Harris, comes into the game. He's a sophomore. Dusters to the line, 2 splits to each side. And we've got a pre-snap flag on the play. It's sitting offsides on the Bulldogs, so that'll give the Dusters a free 5 yards and put them in second and short.
Make it second and now
about 3 yards to go. Just under 3.5 minutes still left in this first half. Once again, the Dusters trailing by 21. Needing a score before the half to close that gap, but also just for a little bit of momentum before they go into the half as well. Gotta have that mojo. Turn, fakes the handoff. He's looking to pass. Passes down the right field side. He's got a man. It's caught! Caught! Brenton Westhaver caught just a great pass from Hunter Wilkerson right through the defender's hands, and he catches it at about the, brought down at about the 17-yard line. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Dusters right there. Just a gorgeous pass and catch. Had to slow down just a little bit, but not much. And a great catch when you consider they're probably playing with a wet ball out there right now. Dusters back at the line, split to each side. Wilkerson under center. He'll turn handoff to Conkle. Conkle's going to be brought down for a big loss. As just as soon as he got it, streaking linebacker busts through for the Bulldogs. So about a 5-yard loss back to the 25-yard line.
Like the ball will be placed at about the 23, 24-yard line.
Just over 2 minutes still left in this first half. Dusters needing a touchdown here. He'll drop back shotgun, split to each side. He'll hand it off to Conkle to the right. Hit early, ball on the ground. And it looks like the Dusters are going to fall on it. And Linville saves the drive for the Dusters as he falls on top of it. And the clock is stopped. Looked like there was a flag on the play.
There was a flag on the play. Looks like holding against the Dusters.
Not sure what the call was. Looked more like a personal foul call. Or delay of game was actually the call, as the play clock had expired just before. That actually turns out to be good news for the Dusters, as that'll save them a down. Clock running with 1:40 still left in this first half. Dusters at the line, 2 splits to each side. Handoff up the middle. Conkle with the ball. And still moving his feet, but they're going to call his forward momentum stopped at about the 23-yard line. So it'll be third down, still a long ways to go for the Dusters, who have to get down to about the 10-yard line for a first down. Minute 15 still to play. They're really in two-down territory right here, so especially with as much as they're trailing by already, 21. They're back at the line, shotgun type formation. He'll drop back to pass. Looks to his right. Conkle's wide open. Didn't see the ball coming. Went through his hands and falls incomplete. That's where the Dusters have struggled tonight. Just their execution of those plays. If Conkle would have seen it coming, he would have walked into the end zone for the touchdown. 53.2 seconds left to play. It's now fourth down. About 15 yards to go. Dusters back at the line, shotgun formation. There's a snap. He'll drop. Wilkerson drops back, lets it go over the middle, and it's too far. Too long of a pass. Had Weston Haver open, but it was probably about 5 or 6 yards too deep. So ball turned over on downs to Syracuse, who leads the Dusters 27-6 with 47.8 seconds left to play in this week's PTCI Regional Game of the Week.
Encourage you to hang around during halftime. We've got a big halftime show coming up in just a couple of minutes.
Syracuse at the line. They're in the pistol formation. They've got trips formation to the left, one split to the right. Quick pass out to the left. He's going to be brought down for a loss. Nice penetration by several Dusters. And we've got a timeout on the field. Syracuse calls the timeout. Interesting timeout when they're looking at second down, about 14 yards to go inside their own 20, leading 27-6 with 36.7 seconds left in the half. While it does give the Bulldogs another opportunity to big play before this half, it also does give the Dusters a chance to maybe get a turnover, a pick six, possibly even already be in field position on a fumble, on just a simple fumble recovery, or to get another score before the half. And we're back. Both teams back out onto the field after the timeout. Coaches have given their instructions. Now we'll see who can execute those instructions the best. Syracuse, same pistol formation. Trips formation again to the left. One split wide to the right. There's a snap. He'll turn. Fakes it to the left. He'll roll out to his right. Throws back over the middle, and it's going to fall incomplete. That was a dangerous pass, throwing late back over the middle. Colby McDonald really wasn't near making an interception, but he really was probably the closest player on that. So it'll be third down. Clock stops with 27.8 seconds left to play in the first half. Really kind of an odd timeout and an odd play call there, so deep in their own territory, already leading by 21. There's a snap under center. They'll just hand it off this time. Breaks through. He's up near the 40, still on his feet. Breaks another tackle past the 40-yard line, so it's a first down for Syracuse there. Clock stops with 17.6 seconds left to play. They'll quickly get to the line so they don't have to call a timeout. 42-yard line. Clock starts up again. They'll snap it and spike it right away to get a stoppage. So it'll be second down and 10 with 13 seconds left in the half.
Seconds now remaining.
How many timeouts do they have left? Do they have one or two?
Killed, spanked it there, so
Yeah.
I don't know if that.
I know they used at least one on this drive, but I can't remember them taking any others. Play clock running down under 5 as they come to the line. And they get it off just before it goes off. Drops back for pass. He's going to scramble up. Linville's got a hand on him, and he's brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Clock continues to run, and looks like they'll let it go ahead and run out. So, at the half of our PTCI regional game of the week, it's Syracuse 27, Beaver 6. We'll be right back.
See the band line it up.
And we want to welcome you back as we get ready to kick off the second half of the PTCI Channel 2 Regional Game of the Week. Beaver trailing Syracuse, Kansas 27-6. It's been a real up and down game for the Dusters as they have struggled to string consecutive good plays together. Really started slow with some rust on special teams, offense, and defense. Also were able to strike on some big plays, but only able to find the end zone once. They will receive the ball to start the second half, hoping they can get a touchdown and cut this lead in half. Or cut it down to a couple touchdowns. Right before they get ready to kick, ball falls off the tee. That's the second time tonight. He'll place it back up. It'll be really vital that Beaver comes out strong here in this third quarter. See if they can get back in the ball game. And here's the kickoff. Ball's going to be caught at the 20-yard line. Fakes the handoff on a reverse. It's Linville with the ball. He's up past the 30, up past the 35, up past the 40, and he'll be brought down at the 42-yard line. So good field position for the Dusters to start this second half.
Excellent field position this time. Damian Ramirez on the stop for the Bulldogs. The Dusters have first down at their own 42-yard line.
Hunter Wilkerson, the Dusters quarterback, gets the play call from Jared Klein. Dusters break the huddle. They'll come out with a split to each side, quarterback under center, wing back on each side, and A back in the backfield. Turn. Oh, he's hit right away. Tried to hand it off. Double reverse. Ball kicked back all the way to the 20-yard line. Conkle slips. Can't fall on it. Looks like Syracuse has recovered it. And Syracuse does have possession. Just another disastrous play for the Dusters.
For their first possession of the second half.
That play was blown up immediately. Wilkerson looked like they were trying to run a double reverse, but Wilkerson was hit really as soon as he got the ball, was able to get the handoff off to Martin, but just the penetration from Syracuse really messed up that play. And then when he handed it to Conkle, the ball fell loose and was kicked accidentally and knocked back about 10, 15 yards. So 1st and 10, pistol formation, hand up the middle. He's brought down quickly. Nice defense there. Number 74, Preston Yates, in on the tackle. Also Skylar Perry. And it looks like Sheldon Winkler was also in on the play. So kind of the meat of that middle of that defense was there. So it's going to be second down and 9 yards to go.
Second and 9 for the Bulldogs.
So Syracuse comes to the line, one split wide to the right. Man in motion. There's a snap. Try to handle back over the middle. Oh, he's going to be hit for a big loss. Back at the 30-yard line. That was Ryder Linville with the tackle for a big loss. So it's going to be third down and almost 20 yards to go. Just a huge play for the Dusters. After Syracuse took over 1st and 10 up at the 20-yard line.
Bring up a third and about 21 at this point.
So Bulldogs come back to the line of scrimmage, two splits to each side, pistol formation. There's a snap, fakes the handoff, rolls out to his right, and he's brought down for the sack. Ball is loose. And it's Duster ball.
The Dusters take it back.
Just a huge play, another big play by Ryder Linville, who got the sack and also the fumble recovery. So with 10-10 left in the third quarter, that Duster heartbeat is pumping again. There's still life there.
Over possession at their own 38-yard line.
They'll try to mount a scoring drive here. They'll line up with four wideouts to the right, one to the left, empty backfield. Quick pass out, Martin with it. He'll break through two defenders and fall forward. They'll call him down at about the 39-yard line. So really just about a 1-yard gain, even if that. So it'll be second down and a long 9.
39-yard line.
Dusters back at the line, this time 2 splits to each side, shotgun formation. Back beside him, fakes the handoff, drops back to pass. Pass has knocked it up, almost intercepted by Syracuse, but knocked away. Not sure who that Duster was there, but he saved an interception because it was right in the hands of a Syracuse defender there after that tip pass. So it's going to be 3rd and 9, but that's much better than 1st and 10 going the other way. Once again, 2 splits to each side, shotgun formation. Fakes the handoff, quick rush. He's going to have to keep it. Takes off. He's up past the 40, and he's going to be brought down at about the 42-yard line. Duster line really struggling to give him any kind of time, both on the run and the pass. So it's going to be 4th down and about 6 yards to go. We'll see what the Dusters do here, trailing by 21 points. And looks like they'll line up in punt formation. Sheldon Winkler back to punt for the Dusters. Low, ball's on the ground. He's able to pick it up, get a short kick off. Ball rolls up near midfield to about the 48. Just another disastrous play as the Dusters have just had too many of those tonight. Had some great plays. Just tonight they've been either really good or really bad. Needing some more consistency. So Syracuse takes back over possession at the Duster 48 with 8:50 still left to play in the 3rd quarter, leading Beaver 27-6. They'll line up in a tight power I formation. Turn, handoff to the tailback. He's hit immediately in the backfield. Skylar Perry through. Gets a little tackle for loss there. Slanted right into the hole between the guard and center and guard. Just a great play there by Perry. So it's going to be 2nd down and about 12 yards to go. Syracuse back at the line, power I formation. Fakes the handoff, gets it back to the wingman, and he's going to be brought down right away too. Maybe a yard gain back close to the original line of scrimmage. So it's going to be 3rd and 10. They'll say he got right there. Didn't catch the number there, but nice play there by the Duster defense. Bulldogs break the huddle. They'll come to the line, 2 splits to each side, pistol formation in the backfield. There's a snap, fakes the pitch. He's in trouble already. Just fires the ball out in desperation, and it will be an incomplete pass. So it's going to be 4th and 10. Ryder Linville is just wreaking havoc in the Syracuse backfield on pass plays.
That'll bring up 4th and 10
for
Syracuse.
Looks like Syracuse will be forced to punt with just under 7.5 minutes left to play. And we've got a flag on the play. And neutral zone infraction on the Dusters, so that's going to make it 4th and 5, which we'll see if they can decide they're still going to punt or go for it. Of course, you're always in a threat of a fake punt here too near midfield. One of their up men is one of their main running backs, and it looks like they're bringing their quarterback and offense back on the field, so looks like they're going to go for it here. And we've got another flag on the field. And
believe we have too many people in the huddle.
Syracuse broke the huddle with 12 men, so mark that 5 back, and it's going to be 4th and 10 again.
The 4th and 10 now for Syracuse.
So they'll go back to their punt formation. They are still near midfield. One of their running backs is the up man, so until you see that ball kicked away, you better make sure. Oh, several dusters back there. Ball kicked out of bounds. We'll have to see where they mark it. And they'll mark it about the 28-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10 for the Dusters. 7:26 still left on the clock in this third quarter. Dusters desperately needing a score, trailing 27-6. And don't like me. Dusters line up, tight shotgun formation, drop back to pass. Out in the wing, it's caught. Breaks through a tackle, Conkle. He's at midfield. He's at the 40, cuts back towards the middle. 35, 30. He's at the 25, the 20, the 10. Near the goal line, and he's in for the touchdown. Just a fantastic throw by Wilkerson, and an even better run by Thomas Conkle, who serpentined his way through the Syracuse defense for the much-needed Duster touchdown.
Duster touchdown.
Shotgun formation, one split to each side, back to his side. Handoff. Guys, getting that in though. It's Linville. He's cut short, still on his feet though. Trying to pull him forward. He's going to fall short. So with 7:08 left,
great effort, but
it's Syracuse 27, Beaver 12.
Bring Linville down just shy of the goal line, so the extra point is no good. And the score stands now at Syracuse 27, Beaver 13.
Yes. All right, we're back with the PTCI Channel 2 regional game of the week. Dusters getting ready to kick off after that beautiful touchdown throw and catch from Hunter Wilkerson to Thomas Conkle. Covering about, 65 yards on that play. Let's see if the Dusters can carry that mojo forward on the defensive side of the ball. Just another example of the Dusters tonight. They've had a lot of bad plays, but boy, they've had some real beauties too, just like that one. That was the best of the night right there. And Dusters ready for the kickoff. Winkler with the kick. It's bounding on the ground near the 30. Ball still loose. And Syracuse does fall on it. And one of the Dusters pounced on him right there. Luckily, no flag on the play for that. You never know in this day and age. You may get a flag thrown on you for that one. So it's going to be 1st and 10 at about the 31-yard line for the Bulldogs. 7:05 left to play. Bulldogs leading the Dusters 27-12. Had to be careful tonight, having a little trouble with the scoreboard, maybe caused by the rain, but doesn't always tell me the proper score. Bulldogs at the line, man in motion, handoff,
goes to Owens.
cuts back up towards the middle. He's up past the 40-yard line, and that's going to be enough for a first down as he reaches about the 42-yard line. It's 26-12, or 27-12. Yeah, 27-12.
For Syracuse.
Definitely 27-12. Syracuse back at the line. One split out to the right. And we've got a stoppage of play. And they'll have them reset the play clock. And there it's restarted. Pistol formation, man in motion, fakes the handoff to the tailback. He busts through. He's up and finally brought down at the Duster 45. Brought down by number 11, Colby McDonald, who probably saved a touchdown there. So first down. And somebody forgot to get the tee after the kickoff as one of the Duster players goes ahead and throws that off. Clock rolling now with 6:40 still to play in the third quarter. Pistol formation. Wingbacks are in tight. Fakes. He hands off up the middle. Pass inside the 40. That's going to be good for about an 8 or 9 yards on that play. Yeah, really about 7 yards. We'll call that second and 3.
About 8 yards, call it second and 2 for the Bulldogs.
As they're brought down at about the 37-yard line. Pistol formation again. Wing back in motion. Handoff. He's up to the 35. Falls forward to about the 34, which will be enough for a first down.
Gunnar Martin again there. That will be sufficient for a first down for the Bulldogs. First and 10 at the Duster 34-yard line.
Yeah, at times, and then other times are in the backfield. Syracuse back at the line. Pistol formation. Wings are tight again. Man in motion. Handoff to the A-back. Through the hole. And an arm tackle by Gunnar Martin. About a 2-yard gain on the play, so it'll be second down and 8.
About a yard and a half, 2 yards. We'll call it second and 8 for the Bulldogs.
Yes. Syracuse back at the line, this time quarterback under center. They'll line up in that power I formation. They've had some success out of that tonight. They'll turn, hand off to the tailback. He's going to be gang tackled at about the 30-yard line, just short of it. So maybe another 2-yard gain on the play, maybe 3. And we've got a stoppage on the field as we've got a injured player. Looks like he's up and okay now. He'll have to go out for a play since they did stop the clock. That was their tailback there, or 24. He's been their top running back tonight, and he'll have to go out for a play, though. 4:34 still left in the third quarter. Syracuse 27, Beaver 12. Bulldogs break the huddle. They'll line up again in that power I formation. Power back to the left of the formation. Turn, fakes the handoff to the tailback, roll out to his right. Conkle was out there, and they're going to force him to run out of bounds for a loss back at the original line of scrimmage. So it's going to be third down and 10, or fourth down and 10. Just a nice job there,
Wilson out of bounds.
forcing him out.
Lost back to the original line.
Is that right?
Back at the 35-yard line, bring up a 4th and 10.
On his hip. Well, Syracuse will line up punt formation. There's a snap and the kick. High, short kick. And it'll bound out of bounds right about the 20-yard line. Beaver will take over. First and 10 there. 4:01 to play, still left in this third quarter. 27-12 the score. Dusters trail. But they've struck quickly on their 2 scores, so they're probably going to need some more quick strikes if they're going to have a chance to win this game. Dusters come to the line. They'll be in a shotgun formation, 2 splits to each side. Back to his left. Handoff. And just that penetration at the line that Syracuse is getting is just blowing up too many of the Duster plays. It's going to be second down and right at 10 yards as the gain was very short.
Bring up a second and 10. Brought down by most of the interior defense of the Bulldogs.
Dusters back at the line, 2 backs in the backfield, and we've got a pre-snap flag.
Before we get underway.
And it looks like
And it's going to be offsides.
offsides on Syracuse, so a free 5 for the Dusters.
Second and 5 for the
And that'll help after really no gain on first down. So it'll be second down and 5 yards to go. Dusters quickly back to the line, 2 backs in the backfield, shotgun formation, split to each side. Drops back to pass, quickly out. It's caught. Short gain. That was Conkle with the catch. And he's brought down about the 32-yard line, so that's going to, nice little gain there. It's going to be third down and about a yard to go for the first down, so good play. A big play for the Dusters this deep in their own territory. Probably would be forced to punt if they don't make it. Trying to draw them off sides. There's the handoff to Conkle. He's going to be brought down in the backfield for a loss. There was a flag on the play, though. Possibly could be another face mask call. That'd give the, and it is. That's going to give the Dusters a first down. Saved by the yellow hanky on that one.
That will be of the 5-yard variety.
Been a lot of face mask penalties in this game. You put your hand anywhere up near the face mask, you're going to get that call tonight. So it'll be a spot of the foul call, so they'll have to bring the sticks out and see if he's got the first down or if we've got a fourth and really short. And looks like they're going to be a little short, about a half a yard. A little more than that. That'd be a big can of corn. That can of corn would be huge. Huge.
Half a yard or less to go for the first down.
So 2:26 left in the third quarter. Critical play for third down and short for the Dusters. Quarterback sneak. Play blown dead, and it's going to be false start on the Dusters. Just way too many pre-snap penalties on the Dusters tonight.
They were not set.
Umpire discussing with the referee. They'll mark off 5 yards on the Dusters. So what was a third down and less than a yard is now third down and just a little over 5. Just a little over 5. That was my Bob Euchre.
Better leave the down box there, boys.
Well, that would be good, wouldn't it? Tiddlywinks. Dusters back at the line as everything gets straightened out between coaches and umpires. Turn. There's a pass out into the flat and through the hands of Brenton Westhaver. He had already gone to his knees for the catch, so he's going to probably be a little short of the first down, but they would have been closer to the first down, so it's going to be 4th down and just a little over 5 yards to go. So let's see what the Dusters do here. Looks like they'll line up in punt formation. There's a snap. And the kick. Nice kick. Best of the night. Bounding inside the 20-yard line. Down at about the 15.
The ball will roll down just inside the 15-yard line.
Just a fantastic punt. Sheldon Winkler with the punt. He really flipped the field with that one.
Yeah, he didn't hit him in the back.
Syracuse takes back over. 2:09 still left in the third quarter. Syracuse leading 27-12 over the Dusters. We thank you for joining us on our PTCI Channel 2 Regional Game of the Week. We hope you'll join us every week as we travel across the Oklahoma Panhandle into the Texas Panhandle to cover ball games. There's a handoff up the middle. Big rugby scrum in the middle. And looks like they'll call him down just inside the 15-yard line, about the 14. We'll see where they mark that finally. This will be 2nd down and 5 yards to go as they'll mark him right at about the 15-yard line. Syracuse back at the line. Man in motion. He'll roll out. Hey, let's go pass. He's got his back out and makes the catch up past the 20. Gang tackle actually still on his feet, comes through, but they blew it dead. Forward progress. And number 24 is a tough kid to bring down, but they'll call the play dead at about the 24-yard line, so it'll be another Syracuse Bulldog first down. I agree. I didn't think they'd stop this forward progress. Syracuse back at the line, one split to the right of the formation. Wing back on each side, pistol, man in motion. Handoff. He's up the field, up to the 35. Drags several tacklers up past the 40-yard line. So it'll be another first down for Syracuse as the clock rolls under a minute to play. A flag on the play.
Looks like that one's going to come back.
And looks like it's going to be on Syracuse. So after the penalty, it's going to be first down, but a long ways to go, about 1st and 20 back at the 15-yard line for the Bulldogs. So clock running, about 30 seconds left in this third quarter. Dusters need to take advantage of this opportunity if they're going to get back in the ball game. Handoff right up the middle on the draw play and gets about 8 yards up to about the 22-yard line. So it's going to be third.
Dustin Huntley and Hunter Wilkerson on the stop for the Dusters.
Down marker still says it's second down.
Second down at the
So second down, about 12 yards to go as the horn sounds to end the third quarter. Stick around, folks, for the fourth quarter. Beaver Dusters trailing the Syracuse Bulldogs 27-12. We'll be right back on the PTCI Channel 2 Regional Game of the Week. And we're back for the start of the fourth quarter. It's second down and about 12 yards to go for the Bulldogs, who lead the Dusters 27-12. Shot or pistol formation, man in motion, handoff, ball bobbled. Does get a handoff as he goes back the other way. There was a quarterback handed off to his wingback handed off to the other wingback, heading the other direction, kind of a short double reverse. Ball was loose and bobbled around, but Syracuse was able to hold on to possession of it. He's brought down after about a 4-yard gain, so it's going to be third down and about 8 yards to go. Could have been another great opportunity for the Dusters there. Back at the line, I formation, handoff to the fullback. He's going to be brought down at the line of scrimmage, maybe a little further back. Good penetration by the defensive line of the Dusters. So it'll be 4th and 9 yards to go. 11 minutes still to play. Plenty of time for the Dusters. They can get some of the big plays that they've gotten and not give up some of the really bad plays they've had as well tonight. Thomas Conkle back deep. Of course, he was a big play guy with that last touchdown. Yeah, ball's going to roll near the sideline, and the Dusters will take over in Bulldog territory about the 47-yard line. 10:36 still left to play, trailing 27-12. Dusters haven't had much luck up the middle tonight, really have had to rely on the passing game and had a little bit of success running wide, but just not much success up the middle against these Syracuse Bulldogs. And Syracuse's defensive line has wreaked some havoc at times on plays where Wilkerson turns to hand off and he's getting tackled just as soon as he hands it off. Just blown up several plays that way. But here are the Dusters with an opportunity, getting the ball in Syracuse territory, with an opportunity to cut it down to one score. Hand off to the wingback to Conkle. He's forced to go way back because of the penetration from the Syracuse defense. He's going to be brought down right at the midfield stripe. At a 4-yard loss, maybe call it a 3-yard loss as the ball's marked on the Syracuse side of the 50-yard line. Dusters back at the line, trips to the left. Make that 4 receivers to the left.
Timeout, Dusters.
Dusters have to call a timeout to beat the play clock. So with 9:47 still to play, it's Syracuse 27, Beaver 12. And we're back out of the timeout. PTCI Channel 2 Regional Game of the Week. Dusters with the ball, trying to cut the Syracuse lead down to 1 score. Dusters have scored on had 2 big plays. One that they scored on, one that set up a score. 4 wideouts to the left of the formation, 1 to the right. Quick pass out there. He's up past the 45, up past the 30. running along the sideline and finally brought down. Looks like he's brought down inside the 5-yard line. Colby McDonald with another big play for the Dusters.
Again, that's Christopher Lozier on the stop for the Bulldogs, saving the touchdown. And but the Dusters will have first and goal at the 4-yard line.
First and goal for the Dusters. Looks like at about the 4-yard line, or maybe right at the 5.
First and goal.
9.5 minutes still left. They'll come to the line with one split to the left. Turn, hand off, breaks through, tackles, up near the goal line.
Not quite there.
And he'll be just short, so it'll be second down and goal. Looks like they're not much more than a foot or so outside of that end zone. About a can of corn distance. Clock just under 9 minutes to play. I keep saying
Hard
that.
on that one, but not able to get it in. He does get it down just shy of the goal line. Second and maybe half a yard.
Duster crowd chanting score with the cheerleaders, hoping they can cheer their Dusters on. Quarterback sneak, he stopped. He's stonewalled. Did not make it in, so it's going to be third and goal from right there.
Unable to get that little bit of yardage that was needed. Stopped by the interior of the Bulldog defense.
That's been the strength of the Syracuse Bulldogs right there in the middle.
Bring up third and about a yard,
On their-
yard and a half.
Weston Haver brings the play in, gives it to Wilkerson. Dusters break the huddle. They'll come to the line of scrimmage. Under center, Wilkerson hands off to Linville. He's going to be brought down. He's not in. It's going to be fourth and goal. And he's actually probably loses a yard back to about the 2-yard line.
Several Bulldogs in.
Clock under 8 minutes now left in the third quarter.
Lost perhaps of another yard. It's now fourth and maybe 3 yards. to
Just
go.
a huge play for the Dusters here. Huge. They're going to have to call a timeout as the play clock is now down to 3, 2, and timeout called on the field with 7:13 to play. It's fourth and goal. Dusters with a chance to cut it down to one score, trailing Syracuse 27-12. So out of the timeout, Dusters with an opportunity, fourth and goal at about the 3-yard line. Shotgun formation. Linville to his right, fakes the handoff, rolls out to the right, throws a pass into the end zone, and it's tipped away. The ball is going to be turned over on downs back to Syracuse.
By Christopher Lozier, batting the ball away.
Just a tough sequence of plays there for the Dusters as they had a first and goal at about the 2-yard line,
And the Bulldogs will begin
unable to push it across.
4-yard line, I believe.
Now they'll rely on their defense to try to get a turnover, get the ball back, or maybe even a score from their defense here. Power I formation. Hand off to the fullback. He's up to about the 4.
That is by Vernon. Stop by Hunter Wilkerson.
Hunter Wilkerson on the tackle for the Dusters. Second down, about 9 yards to go.
At the 5.
Power I formation again. Hand off to the tailback. Oh, hole opens up. He's up to the 20. He's off to the races. The 35. Up past midfield. Cuts back inside. Still on his feet. Breaks loose. He's inside the 30. And he's going to be brought down at the Duster 20-yard line.
Wilkerson not giving up on the play, hustling downfield.
Hunter Wilkerson chased him down. Touchdown, saving tackle.
Owens turns the field around, and now it's Syracuse knocking on the door at the Duster.
6:20 still to play in this game. Power I formation. He'll turn, hand off to the tailback.
Goes to Owens.
Bust through, ball's loose. And it looks like the Dusters have it. And a Duster ball. Andrew, sorry, I almost called him by his brother's name. It's Ryder Linville with the fumble recovery. Ball just bounded out of there and then rolled backwards after it got knocked around a little bit. So Dusters will have it 1st and 10 on about their own 14-yard line. So still a little bit of life left with 6 minutes left to play. Beaver doesn't have much time to waste. They're going to have to do something on this drive. They'll come to the line, shotgun formation, 2 splits to each side. Looks like a blitz coming right up the middle. And another pre-snap penalty. And it's going to be on the Dusters. So it's going to be 1st down and 15. I think they saw that blitz coming right in the 0 hole. Number 24 had moved right up into that hole, and he was coming full bore and got the Duster lineman to move. Dusters back at the line. Shotgun formation, handoff, and he's going to be brought down for a loss as the entire Syracuse defensive line is just getting way too much penetration. Dusters just can't get anything done up the middle. But, you know, they've been able to get something done on the outside, so Syracuse is really committing a lot of guys to that middle. They're going to have to get some of those quick hitters to the outside, either on a reverse or hitch passes out to the outside. It's going to be 2nd down and about 19 yards to go. They'll split out 4, man in motion, and another flag on the play. And it's going to be on the Dusters, so it's going to be half the distance there, because they're back at about their 2-yard line now. Really in danger of a safety. If Syracuse continues to get the kind of penetration they do. 4 receivers to the left of the formation, 1 to the right, man in motion. Fake the handoff. He'll throw back over the middle just behind Conkle, who was well covered, but could have at least got them off the goal line, so it's going to be 3rd and very long to go. Possibly, that pass was possibly tipped. Didn't get a good look at that for sure. Dusters break the huddle. They're back at the line. Shotgun formation. Wilkerson's in trouble, has to just get rid of it as he's able to get out of the pocket and throw the ball past the line of scrimmage. There was a flag thrown on the play. They're gonna call him for intentional grounding, so that's going to be a safety. So it's going to be 29-12 now with 4:44 left to play. Once again, that Syracuse pressure right up the middle has just been too much for the Duster offensive line. They've had trouble with it all night long, and those troubles have continued and cost them 2 points. Plus, they'll have to give the ball back to Syracuse on the kickoff.
That brings the score to Syracuse 29, Beaver 12, and the Dusters will be now kicking off from their own 20-yard line.
Illegal pass out of the end zone, and that makes it a safety.
All right, so the Dusters, here's the situation after the safety. They will have a free kick from the 20-yard line, which means a free kick means they can either punt or kick off a tee. Most teams at the pro or collegiate level will punt, but a lot of times at the high school level, they'll go ahead and use the tee. They feel like they can get a longer kick. But Syracuse is going to come away with some great field position as their upmen are positioned outside of their own 40-yard line. And that's usually giving some cushion to make sure the ball doesn't get behind them. So they're going to be in scoring position after this right away. And here's the kick. And it's an onside kick. Syracuse falls on it at about the 32-yard line. I guess the Dusters figured, you know, we're already down by a couple touchdowns. Might as well take a shot and see if we can come up with one. And so Syracuse will take over 1st and 10 deep in Duster territory. Referees having a little trouble exchanging balls. Tight power I formation. They'll hand off to the fullback. He's hit, but still keeps his legs churning, still on his feet. He breaks through, still on his feet at the 10. Finally brought down at about the 5-yard line. Colby McDonald with the tackle. Flag on the field. Just a powerful run by that number 20 for Syracuse.
Looks like we have a hold on the
But a holding call is going to bring it all back. First down at about 13 for Syracuse. That holding penalty occurred apparently about 7 yards into the play. Power I formation again. They'll turn, hand off to the tailback, cuts back to the left, breaks through a tackle, still pushing forward. Several Dusters around him. They can't get him down, but they do stop his forward progress right at the 30-yard line.
We believe perhaps Gunnar Martin was the first to make contact, but there are several others.
So it'll be second down at about 7 yards. Long 7, short 8 to go.
Bring up a second and about
Clock just at over 4 minutes left to play. Syracuse leading Beaver 29-12 in this PTCI Channel 2 regional game of the week. Tight power I formation again. Quarterback turns, hands off to the power back. He's hit hard at the line of scrimmage. Good form tackle there. Who was that? Coming up from the bottom of the pile, your quarterback and linebacker, Hunter Wilson. Several other Dusters there were there to assist on the tackle. Sorry, I said Hunter Wilson, but I mean Hunter Wilkerson. You'd think I'd get that right after as many times as I've said it tonight. It happens, though. Power I formation, hand off to the tailback to the right, cuts back to the left, he breaks loose, and he's into the end zone for the Bulldog touchdown. Score now 35-12 in favor of Syracuse. Big night for that number 24. Not sure how many yards, haven't kept track of that up here, but boy, he's had a big night. Syracuse will line up for the extra point. There's the snap, the hold, the kick, and it's no good as it barely got off ground. Didn't really get the height he needed there. So with 3 minutes left to play, it's Syracuse 35, Beaver 12. All right, and Syracuse tees the ball up for the kickoff. Dusters in position for the return. And here's the kick. High end over kick, caught it about the 15-yard line, up to the 30, up past the 35, and down on the ground about the 37. Ball was returned by Colby McDonald. So the Dusters offense will come back out on the field. Trying to see if they can get another score on the board. Dusters come to the line. Quarterback under center, split on each side, two backs in the backfield, wing to the left. He'll hand off to the running back. Up the middle, breaks through, he's up past midfield. Breaks the tackle up past the 40. Thomas Conkle all the way down to the Syracuse 30-yard line. Nice, tough run there by Conkle. And not good. Looks like he's hurt his wrist or arm there. Does not look good, and he's upset about that. Looks like he's in a lot of pain. Bad break there. Dusters huddling up. Notice they need one more out there. Where 20, Sergio Gandaria comes into the game.
And we have a penalty flag.
Got a flag on the field.
Dead ball foul. The clock had run. The play clock
So
had
delay
run
a game on the Dusters.
So that will move the ball back 5 yards and make it 1st and 15.
I'm delaying it 2 seconds.
So it'll be 1st and 15 from the 35. Dusters have struggled with those pre-snap penalties tonight. Just way too many of them. They'll have to clean that up for next week. Quarterback under center. He'll turn, hand off, and he's going to be brought down in the backfield at about the 37-yard line. That's going to be a 2-yard loss, so it's going to be 2nd down and 17 yards to go for the 1st down. Still working over here on Thomas Conkle. We'll hope he's okay. He's been a big part of their offense and defense tonight. Split to each side. Two backs in the backfield again. Quarterback under center. He'll turn. Hand off to Linville. Linville's going to be, stays on his feet, falls forward. Looked like they're going to bring him down about the 40. He's able to break free, but still brought down after a loss of a couple more yards. We've got another injured player on the field, so we'll stop the clock with 1:15 left to play. It's Syracuse 35, Beaver 12. And looks like it was Linville that was hurt. He's able to come off the field on his own power. That's good to see. Wilkerson gets his instruction. Head coach Jared Klein. Clock is restarted. Just over a minute to play. Dusters back at the line. Same formation. There's a snap, handoff up the middle, and going to make a gain of about 2 or 3 on the play, up to the 37-yard line, and it's going to be 4th down for the Dusters there. 4th down and about 16 yards to go. Dusters might as well go for it here as the clock rolls near 30 seconds to play. Play clock already down to about 10 seconds. We've got referee's timeout with right at 30 seconds to play. And they restart the clock. Dusters really will only have time really to run one more play. Same formation. Handoff, ball's on the ground.
Ball is on the ground.
Clock is stopped with 3.5 seconds left. Syracuse comes away with the ball, so they'll take back possession for one final kneel down. Quarterback will take the snap and go to a knee. And that will be the ball game, as the Syracuse Kansas Bulldogs have come to Beaver, Oklahoma, and defeated the Dusters 35-12. We thank you for joining us on PTCI Channel 2 for our regional game of the week. We hope you'll join us again next week. I want to thank my cameraman, Sean Barbary, doing a great job tonight. We thank Beaver High School for their hospitality. And good night from Beaver, Oklahoma.